Good morning, evening, or afternoon, everybody. So, a few days ago, I broke the news that all boosts have been dead. They have killed them going forward into TBC pre-patch for all intensive purposes. If you want to know the specifics, go check out the verse video. But I think it's more important here is to take the time to talk about discourse, debate, and what everyone was sort of feeling and ideas. Obviously, this is a very polarizing subject. You are either here on it or you are here on it. There's no middle ground. You are either for it or you are either against it. It doesn't really matter where you are on that spectrum. People are very avidly defending it. So I wanted to take the time to talk about the points that people are making and really cover the opposing side of view as well as my personal opinions, which I shared in the first video. But I wanted to dive deeper and sort of take more time to give a well thought out, elaborated opinion instead of just a knee jerk one. As you can see in the middle of my screen, this is the state of Night Slayer Horde, Night Slayer Alliance, currently on the anniversary servers. And as you can see, the majority of things, this is just looking for group and services channel. So I am outside of the city, so you don't get trade as well. But as you can see, it is so much want to sell boosts, want to sell ports, want to sell this, join this Discord for boosting. Like, literally, I don't even see a single looking for people to do this. All of it is want to sell summon, want to sell boost, want to sell buffs, want to sell this. And not a single person is even spamming looking for people for a group. And that is a problem for World of Warcraft. There we go. We have our first one right here. Looking for 3 people for stockade, need healer and DPS. That is the first one right here that we have seen actually looking for people to do something legitimately. Everything else is a boost or a service, and it is just insane to me that this is the state of the game. And so I'm going to switch it over here and talk about other players' opinions and what they sort of feel for those that are for the boosting side of things. And there's a really well thought out forum post that I think covers 90% of the opinions and subjects from the opposing point of view. So I'm going to switch it over there and dive right into it. So I'll see you then. Whoop. So as I said, here is a very well-written forum post from someone who claims to have been writing their very first forum post for 20 years. So you know it is hitting people deep in their core beliefs of World of Warcraft and what they think. So I think this is a perfect example to cover and really talk about and highlight here and get people aware. So essentially this first paragraph, these first 2 paragraphs right here is discussing the Alliance Shaman Horde Paladin always having class shortages. And Shamans, if you didn't know, are much more desired than paladins. So shamans, essentially you need 5 of them. You can get away with 4, but most people want 5 just for all the totems, all the buffs, everything they give. Whereas paladins, you essentially just need 2 for kings and might. And so you usually cover that with a tank and a healer. And it's way easier to find 2 than it is to find 5. And specifically, you usually get 2, you want 2 Resto, 2 Enhance, and 1 Ellie. So not only do you have to find Shamans, you have to find them that are specifically wanting to play XYZ class, because your melee will not want to play the game without an enhancement Shaman. And so this dude talks about the it's made worse by Alliance players and how Draenei don't come out till pre-patch, etc. You get why all of that is. But what I want to hone in here on his opinion is that if a nerf to dungeon boosting is in place and we do not see Draenei Blood Elf 58 boost, then we need Joyous Journeys to be added for a 1 to 58 or characters 1 to 60 for the entirety of TBC, not just pre-patch in order to help sustain it. So his biggest issue is no one is going to play the class if they can't be boosted, they can't be had, and they can't be satisfied. So his solution is, if you're gonna take this away, give me something. Let me swipe my card, let me swipe, let me boost, let me have more XP, let me have the easy way opposed to playing the game. And I think that is just terrible. Like I understand from a guild, I understand having this set up, but as a guild you can also just play the game together. That's the solution. Play the game. And TBC leveling, there's a massive EXP stat squish going in. It is easier to go 1 to 70 than it is to go 1 to 60. And it's by a significant more margin, because every level gets easier. You get the optimized flight paths, as well as you get mount earlier, as well as you get better talents and better abilities. So that is why it is significantly faster in TBC to even go to 1 to 60. You can do it in a few days, opposed to the about week average it takes most players to go 1 to 60 in game time, obviously not real world time. Then he talks about the RMT complaint here in these 2 paragraphs. And he says, yes, RMT is negative for the game. It should not exist within the game. That being said, it is fundamentally dishonest to say the boosting removes RMT in the same way the removal of GDKP did not remove RMT. So he's saying that it's dishonest to say that removing boosting removes RMT. As I showed at the beginning of the video, all I see in the LFG chat is boosting. I would argue that more people spend, there are far more people getting boosted than participating in GDKPs. I see this on in the earlier versions of the game. Obviously, GDKP has been banned in Anniversary, so we don't have that exact correlation. But I did from 2019 Classic Nax all the way to ICC. I was in a raid I was in a GDKP raid on one of my characters throughout multiple organizations and stuff like that, and I found that people were getting boosted way more. Like, people are getting boosted every single day. People are spending gold to get boosted every single day. I don't have the data, no one does, to make anything, but boosting applies to nearly every person. Every person can sit there and get boosted, and then those people sell that gold. Same with GDKP. People, it's all the illicit activity, the bad behavior that ruins it for the average player. And it really sucks to see that keep happening, keep doing it. And I don't know. And then here at his final ones, if he thinks that prices go up and it ruins the economy, which he does have some points there. But he also is saying that because players have to play the game, it will somehow make sure bots take over every available farm if boosting solo dungeon farm is now disabled. And that will force people to RMT. And I think people that are this, that think that the people that are this offended by the boost being removed are just going to quit the game. And the people who enjoy playing the game will continue to enjoy playing the game. It's people like me who doesn't RMT, who plays the game. And, I share everything that I learn with you guys. So it's very easy to see that I enjoy playing the game, probably way too much at this point. But I don't get this argument that you're saying, like, they're against it, they're going to push people to do more things because you're just assuming that bots will be enabled 24/7. Now that it's gone, bots are only going to gather and ruin gathering. Well, there are other ways to earn gold other than gathering. And I just disagree with what this man is trying to say on that end. I don't see it. And I have played a ton of Classic WoW. I have played every way that you possibly can. I have played from 2019 to today. I have played every single version that they have released. I love Classic WoW. If you doubt that, look at my channel. I've made a video every single day. All right? Like, I am a dedicated WoW Classic WoW player, and I enjoy it immensely, and I enjoy giving you guys information and helping you out. So, like, when people say I'm being disingenuous, when they say I'm a liar, when they say I don't know what I'm talking about, I promise you, I know what I'm talking about because I have seen it all. Then he says, lastly, to address the portion of play race that will call me a min-maxer, cringe player, or sweat, or any of those names, once again, not trying to tell this person, not trying to attack this person at all. I think this is a very well written paragraph, and I think this is how you convey these ideas. He says, or whatever it is, a significant portion of the player base enjoys this. Whether you agree with it or not, I think players enjoy a more laid back, go with the flow approach to the game that should be allowed in this sentence. And that being said, for those of us that enjoy the excitement of efficiency or are more interested in what the in-game has to offer, then we should not be forced to alter the way we play by reducing efficiency and leveling or gold farming, especially when they're entirely legal methods of boosting through dungeons by utilizing guilds or utilizing instance gold farms. And while he is absolutely right, this is the part that sucks, because there are real players that go out there and do this. However, the illicit gold selling, how much money can I make playing a game, players have ruined it. They have destroyed it. People care more about how much money they can make playing a game than how to play the game. And it ruins the people who are actually good at the game, who actually take the time, who actually do this. And I feel for that. That is the one point that I agree on. with this, and it really does suck that those people are having it ruined and taken away. Like, I don't hate GDKPs. While I am anti-GDKP at the moment, it is because I have seen it work. And every time I have seen it, it has led to one thing. As I mentioned earlier in the video, from 2019 to ICC at 2023, before SOD came out, I did a GDKP run, and every single organization I was involved in RMT'd it. They sold gold. Some people, even at the top of those organizations, literally was their full-time job to run 20 GDKPs a week and sell gold, and they literally lived full-time by doing GDKP and selling the gold. And that's where it is a problem. And the problem with this is that it destroys the game. Your way does not harm you. Like, your way becomes so good and so efficient and so much better than playing the game any other way that it is do this or you fall incredibly behind, and you encourage people to feel like they have to swipe. Your play style, your methods, your min-maxing the fun out of the game, it destroys the ability to play the game casually, and it is incredibly impactful on that side of the player base, and that is why it is being so harshly attacked. That is why Blizzard takes these steps to delete it, because there are too many bad actors trying to do it the unlegit way, the illegal ways, and making it illicit, and it really, really sucks. And then one more thing is he talks at the very end. He says, I hope these changes are just PTR. And we have already seen these changes take effect in SOM and SOD engagements. And I am just like, no. So SOD Solely Rebirth, when methods of faster leveling, like that's his thing, when they were introduced, that is very wrong. Phase 3, which probably gave us the fastest leveling with incursions, put everything there. Everybody went to incursions and did everything and then quit the game and went and played Cataclysm. Like, Phase 3 was the lowest point, and Phase 3 is when we got all those catch-up things. We got catch-up gear, we got catch-up XP, we got a very overwhelming place to just sit there and get instantly to the end game, and then everybody quit. So I would definitely raise the counter. And then SOD's Rebirth was when we got Karazhan Crypts and we got Scarlet Enclave. Yes, you could invasion boost, but those were a lot of people who wanted to come back and see the new content that went after it. They weren't people that had been with it the whole time. Like, the resurgence was because of the brand new content for Classic WoW. So I fundamentally disagree with that. And I think if anyone could speak on SOD, it's definitely me. So my final thoughts in conclusion on this whole debate, as you sit here and look at this thing that hasn't changed, it's just want to sell boost, want to sell this, want to summon this, is people, this behavior metagames the fun out of World of Warcraft. It destroys the casual, laid-back gameplay that many players enjoy, where they can go out there, just play for the few hours they have, enjoy whatever they are doing. And I think it is peak pay-to-win behavior. All of them influence it. All of them contribute to that pay-to-win behavior. And it is why Blizzard takes steps against it. To me personally, WoW is at its best when the most people are playing. When you get to sit here and you look at these looking for group chats, you look at these services, and you get to see more less looking for members instead of want to sell. And it's when players are going there, they're forming guilds, they're forming communities, they're playing together, they make things with common ideas, they come together to play the game together, and people are taking those, and opposed to the how much gold, how much money, how much I can get for myself while playing a video game. And that's what I want you guys to take away. I personally would like a version where everybody could play the game how they want to play. But the problem is we have too many bad actors who destroy it and make it not very fun for everyone else who does not participate in that style of gameplay, because it's incredibly disruptive to the economy, to the game, and to the state of it and the community. And I think Blizzard sees that, and I think a lot of people also see that. Now, this entire rant could be taken however you want, whether you disagree with me or not. Just comment down below, let me know your thoughts, let me know where you stand on this, because I'm presenting all the facts, all the data, all the evidence, and all my experience from literal years inside of World of Warcraft. So I just wanted to put it all out there for you guys, and most importantly, stay civil, guys. If you're just here to say I'm wrong and yell at me, I'm not going to entertain those ideas. I want to have good, awesome discussion, and I think it starts, by putting videos out there like this where we can talk about it. And one final thing. I like to think of solutions. So I think honestly the best solution is give the full RMT Sweat Max server and have a fresh server where people can play however they want. Because if we are all the way over here and the other side is all the way over here, the middle does not work. We even see that in today's political environments. People are so polarized to one side that the middle is essentially non-existent. And the solution to me is put GDKP, put the WoW token, and put boosting all on one server, and let the players who want to play that way go play that way on that server. Put all the RMT, give Blizzard no reign, like full RMT server, full RMT and capabilities, every single piece of it, and then have another server with none of that. And let's see what's more popular. Let's see what the players truly want, where the players truly go. And I think it'd be one heck of an experiment. But, you know, with everything, I like to give solutions as well as my honest thoughts on it. So, anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. And until next time, I'll see you later. Hope you have a great day. Bye-bye.
Hey, you. Yes, you. Are you still there? Well, I appreciate you for taking the time to watch this entire video and making it to the end here. If you enjoyed this video, definitely check out the other videos about World of Warcraft listed in these playlists down below. And thank you again. Have a great day. Bye-bye.